Okay, everybody, this is Z-Man Pots and Pans, and you're watching Z-World Entertainment. This is part 3 to Camden County Hell, and I made this part 3 because there was some details and things about, you know, the county jail that I didn't express. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though they need to be out there, because mainly the message is to the dumb young motherfuckers that be out there on the block, you know what I mean, selling that rock and popping they Glock or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, that young motherfucker or that motherfucker with the I mean, anybody that fits this character really, but I'm really putting it to the young motherfucker, the motherfucker that smoke his dust and everything, and then want to get rowdy and want to start shit with people, and then run go get his gun when he gets smacked in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, after he done started, he want to run and go get his gun and shit like that, or, you know, or flash his gun at a motherfucker, you know, and don't know who the fuck he's flashing his gun at. You know what I mean? Could be flashing at an OG or whatever. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And the motherfucker just let it go because they don't want no problem, so they let the beef ride and all this and that. Or, you know, that motherfucker who like to start shit, then run go get his boys. After he started shit with you alone, he go run get his boys when he see that you should smack the shit out of him. Well, anyway, what I want to say to that motherfucker, or anybody fit that motherfucking character, is that once you go into Camden County Jail, you cast your guns in at the door. Yeah. There's no guns inside the Camden County Jail. Or matter of fact, not just my county. I'm gonna open this up to make this worldwide. To any fucking jail. Jersey, any fucking where. You know what I mean? There's no guns. Once you go into a county jail, it's all raw knuckles. This is how you settle beef in there. I mean, you got motherfuckers in there who sharp with a knife or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you still got to get physical with that. See, it ain't like with a gun, you can step, you know what I mean, 10, 15 feet away and shoot at a motherfucker, or be like 6 feet away from him and shoot and then run. It's not like that. You can't run no fucking way. You on a pod. You can't gonna get away. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot 2 stories at y'all, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That I seen happen to motherfuckers. I actually seen a motherfucker, you know what I mean, run in to a motherfucker in the county that he had beef with on the street. Check it out. The story go like this, you know? I ain't gonna say no names because, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna put the, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, the OG out there, you know what I mean, that did what he, that, I mean, that the 2 OGs out there that did what they had to do to this motherfucker. To a motherfucker that was in there. Check it out. One time when me and my homie, you know what I mean, was in the county, one of my homies was in the county, you know what I'm saying, he was back on a violation. You know what I mean, he had a parole violation. They caught him with some marijuana in his urine. So you know, he was back. He told me a story about this young boy that was hustling in front of his house. Now remind you, the OG, he was on parole. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out there on the blocks no more, hustling no more, but he still smoked his herb, you know what I mean? And that's what gave him his violation. But one of these young boys was hanging in front of his wife's house, and, you know, his kids, you know what I'm saying, be out there. Now he's home, he don't want them niggas, put it this way, he's home, he don't want them niggas hanging in front of his door, selling that shit. So one time, I mean, they gave him a hard time, one of the young boys, you know what I mean, told him, yeah, motherfucker, I don't care about all the muscles and all that. And reached, like, look, this is how we handle shit out here, blah, 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 blah. Now, he's an OG. He don't want to really go to the police, you know, but he really can't do, you know what I mean, like put himself in jeopardy, you know what I'm saying, because he can't jeopardize himself because he got kids, you know what I'm saying, he got a wife, and then a young man and a young boy, he's not respecting that. But, you know what I mean, he had other people on the street that, you know, spoke with the boy, you know what I mean, calmed it down, and you know what I'm saying, the beef was somewhat squashed back then. They just didn't hustle in front of his door no more. They moved somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But my homie was telling me about this when we was in the county, when he was back, you know what I mean, from parole violation. He was telling me about it. But what do you know? right? The same young boy, but that matter of fact, the young boy at that time was like 17, but he had turned 16. The young boy, I mean, no, he had turned 18. He was 17 at that time. And like, well, and then he turned 18 later on. He was old enough to go to the county. And the young boy, right, shows up at the county. You know what I mean? We sitting at a table inside our pod, you know what I mean? The units change, you know what I'm saying, after a while, you know what I mean? That's what they do to, you know, to keep control of the jail. They change the pods around. I forgot exactly which pod that we was in. With the pod, as a matter of fact, well, fuck that. Let me just get to the story because I don't have that much time. The young boy, we see him out in the walkway area. You know what I mean? As we can, you know, we can see him looking right out the pod. We can see the young boy, right? We sitting at the table, man. I guess we was eating some noodles, something like that. You know what I mean? That night, I mean, we had noodles with this is back when I used to eat tuna fish. You know what I'm saying? Before I became a vegan. You know what I'm saying? I just seen my homie throw a sandwich down, like, boom, just threw a sandwich down on there and look. I said, yo, what the fuck's wrong with you? And he was in the, you know, in the county, man, they starve you in there. Anytime a motherfucker put his food down and stop eating, something wrong. You know what I mean? So, and I just seen a real mean look in his face, but he got up, right? So I went over there to his room and said, yo, man, what's wrong, man? What's going on? He said, yo, remember that young boy I was telling you about? That motherfucker out there, they're about to put him in this pod. So I was like, word? You know what I'm saying? I was like, word, they're about to put him in the pod. It was like, okay. You know what I mean? So, they wasn't going to jump him or nothing. The old OG wanted to see him. You know what I mean? And so he walked up to the glass to make sure it was really him. Yeah, it was really him, because as soon as the young boy looked at him, you know what I mean, he's like, his face instantly got scared. Like, it was like an instant, like, bitch look in his face. And my boy went to his room again, put on his wraps and everything, because they're going to let him in. So he asked me, he said, yo, man, they move, you know what I mean, if I go to lockup, you know what I mean, just make sure I get my stuff, tell them to send me my stuff here. I say, okay, man, I'll make sure you get all your stuff. Boom, boom, boom. When they went to open the door, right, because there's electric doors, you know what I'm saying, that's the only way you can get in the pod, you know what I mean, from the bubble, the CO busts the door, and it's electric door that opens up like in and let you in. When the CO busts the door, you know what I mean, to let the dude in, the other officer that was standing there, you know what I mean, taking him to his pod was like, all right, this your pod right here, you gotta go in. The young boy was like, I ain't going in there. I ain't going in there. Nah, man, I ain't going in there. So the seal grabbed him, right? Said, man, look, this is where you go. So you go in there. Said, nah, man, I ain't going in there. So, right, my homie walks over to the door, because now my homie pissed that he's not coming in there. He see that he's scared. So he says, yo, man, what you scared of, man? Come on up in here, yo. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody gonna do nothing, because he's gonna fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? But the young boy got scared and didn't show up in there, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? So, the moral to the story is, you have beef with somebody, you gonna run into them in that fucking county. Just because they didn't do nothing in there, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna forget what you did out here on the street. Now, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna it's gonna be a part 4 to this. This next story gonna be good. I'm gonna get right back with y'all in a minute.